What is happening, YouTube? I hope you guys are well. It's now Tuesday. We are after Christmas. I had 2 weeks, a bit like more travel, less volume, around 13 to 15 hours, but I still had some good run volume, 70 Ks a week, and 4 to 5 swims, some gym, but less cycling. But I had a few ones before we start today. So what's planned today? It's one of my 2 hard days of the week, plus hard swim another day, but 2 hard days. Today what we have planned is a 90-minute bike with the main set of 6 times 8 minutes VO2 max. So it's 40-20s, very common set. 40 seconds at 420 watts and 20 seconds at 200. I did 5 sets of that before, but not 6. So that's the new stimulus. Then after that, some rest, snack, and to the pool. There will be a 1 hour swim around that, 3.5K with some aerobic and technique work, not too taxing, some fins as well to keep the speed up. Then we're hitting in the evening or late afternoon. We got the threshold run, which is a 12 times 1K this time. I'm staying at the same paces, but increasing the load in terms of volume a little bit. So I was at 10K for a while, was 12K before, but because of interruption with the low back that I had, some blockages there, 10K a bit again, and now to 12K. So it's the start of the 3-week block again, 3 weeks of load. And that's really key because I just come from an easier week that I control this first week, right? Because you're gonna feel good. But today, this day means absolutely nothing. I mean, it's exciting. I really love those days because those are the more challenging ones. And yeah, those are the ones that, move you forward a lot, obviously. But if you don't control those days, you're not gonna maintain. So I have to maintain this for 3 weeks straight, and not just today's key workouts. All the other days, even on this week, but even this week means very little. 1 week means nothing in the endurance world. I mean, even the 1 month means nothing. But in order to do this week well, just as well as week 2 and 3 with the same key workouts, you gotta control your ego and intensity, as many talk about. And so that's what all is about today. Thanks for following along. I try to keep you in the loop as much as possible. Let's get started. Hey guys, I just finished the set in my cooldown now. 90 minutes, 330 watts normalized power. I'm really happy that I finished the set as I planned. Had a really good heart rate response already in the first set. So that, like I said, 6 sets of 8 minutes with 3-minute easy in between. 40-20s VO2 max set. And the 8-minute average needs to be over your threshold. Oh yeah, it needs to be. So I did 420 ons and 220 offs. So there's a big difference. I notice even if you do the 220 watts easy, if you change that to 150, for example, it becomes a completely different set in load. But now I'm happy with this. I did really well. Happy to see my heart rate response. So there's a positive of those 2 weeks. A bit less, which is for most people pretty good, for me as well. But really nice heart rate response. So already in the first, second set, I hit like this 160, 164 range, and then I let it accumulate the load so that I hit the 170, 172 mark. So I had 48 minutes at high intensity, and that's something that would have killed me in the past. So not just conditioning, but all the things I do, how I write those sets, how I now stay consistent because of training correctly and holding back Although this was obviously challenging, the last 2 sets, of course your legs are hurting and they're getting tired, but not that I have to activate my demons, you know. That's also something I saw again here with, for example, Patrick Lange, the last video, when he won and when he, for example, overtakes Christian Blumenfeld. Have a look at his eyes. I mean, he might be a soft-spoken guy, or everybody that wins a major race. They might be soft-spoken, they might even have a small statue, but don't be mistaken, those people have demons, very strong demons, that they manage to control and obviously only let out in these scenarios where it's socially acceptable. But don't be fooled, if we would be in another timeline, those guys that are at the top, they'll be splitting skulls in an arena as a gladiator or somewhere in that realm. So don't be fooled by that. If you feel like that, you have a strong demon, a couple of them, and you gotta dance with them in the race and let them out, and just at the right time, right? So in those sets, for example, you can let them out a little bit, let that side of yourself come out a little bit, but not too much, otherwise you burn, right? You burn mentally and it's not maintainable. But you need to tap into that to keep that a rhythm, because come race day, not in the beginning, but no, in the beginning of the swim for sure you need your demons, big time. Lining up, everything I learned, I have a completely different perspective for this pro racing thing, only because I lined up with the highest caliber races basically every single time. Although I wasn't physically there to compete with the top dogs, I know now, I know the demands. Not what they say, not what's on paper. You don't know unless you've done it consistently, not just one experience, but 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so I'm grateful for that. I'm gonna cool down and then time for some carbs and protein. So we got water, this is my shake for after that first workout, before lunch. I got some blueberries, some, I don't know what the other ones is, the red berries in English. Always add 100% finished ones, because the other ones you have to sometimes cook and you can get sick of, so depending on the ones you gotta check. Then we got our protein source, Yomaro protein powder. It's like 20 grams, 22 grams per scoop. That's all I need for now. Then we got some oats in there. For carbs, obviously, it's not enough. But I loaded up for the week. Also in that easy week, I always do all the shopping for this week, because yeah, maybe small stuff, but the major things, all the annoying things like the salad stuff and all this, I do everything before. And then we got one banana. Get in there oat milk, 1 cup-ish. And then we got the fats as well, which are where? There. And then we got 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. Check out this beautiful Christmas present from my best friend, who knows my obsession needs a balance. I haven't done Lego in like 15 years. Of course I like Star Wars and all that stuff, but like it was actually cool to do. They make it really smart. But that hobby is probably more expensive than triathlon, to be honest. But you get like 5 different bags, so you can do it step by step. It's not like a puzzle, which my wife likes to do. It's like something, you can do it step by step, and I listen to a podcast from Ronnie Coleman. It's just, you know, get your mind in different ways. I have several ways to do that, but it's super key for my journey, so this is the way. Alright, game-changing tip incoming. Are you ready? Got it from the bodybuilders. First I thought, insane. Once you start doing it, genius. What you do is, you take a scissor and then you cut up your chicken with that scissor. Don't judge me, it is genius. Once you start doing it, obviously clean the scissors and maybe you have your own pair for it, hygienic and all that stuff. But once you start with it, you can just take a spoon and eat it right up. What is happening, guys? Session 2 on the plan. We got a swim coming. It's we got a 3K swim with some aerobic and some drills and some work on that front, but shouldn't be too taxing. More mechanical and some clean strokes. Being in the water, and it's good freshen up in between the key sessions before we hit the other session later again. So off to the pool. I see you later. What's happening, guys? I'm back for the run. I had the swim already, felt really good. It was nice. I also filmed. I can pop it in there because I'm gonna send it to my swim coach for the analyze for the next block. Did some changes there as well with the swim side, but doesn't matter. I'm progressing. I'm getting there and always trying to get better. So shoes, I just had the Pegasus for these, not carbon. I don't know how much you can film. It's like January, you know it's super busy right now, so it's a lot of people and camera is a bit tricky, right? But I take my phone with. I can take some shots at least, but I can check in afterwards how it went. Take my nice, I bought it in Hawaii. I have 2 of those actually. Run Big, the beautiful Hawaii singlet. The only reason I have a singlet I ever run that is on a treadmill because of heat. It really makes a big difference having that, so it's good. Then I'm gonna pop 100 grams of carbs plus lots of water. It's gonna be 17K on the run, but I can check in afterwards how it went. Wish me luck. Getting a bit sleepy, which is normal, but I look forward to the run. What's up, guys? I did it. This is for sure. I can pull up some data and pop it on the screen. I mean, overall, for sure, this is the best I've ever been fitness-wise, for sure. So it's cool to see that even this little break is probably good for you. It's always good with a bit more rest. But the heart rate again, super responsive. Although this morning I had the biggest set of high intensity with the six sets of 40-20 is the biggest one I ever did, so it's kind of like, yeah, it's load, right? The swim also had very good energy. And the run now was 12 times 1K, 340 pace, which, the pace is not the thing, but together with the heat, the treadmill, just how you feel. I see my heart rate didn't drift as much, the legs were good, I felt stronger, and better in the heat as well, so it's a good trend. I'm really happy. So, but yeah, this is one day. Tomorrow, today you're like full of adrenaline and all, but tomorrow morning and tomorrow in general, you can kind of expect that you get tired. So tomorrow you get the bill for what you did today. Because today, that's what I learned as well. Because sometimes like, I could have done more. And then you arrive at tomorrow, you're like, whew, you're actually more tired than you think. Because right now you're riding hormones and you're on on just a high, right? So, but yeah, look forward to this. It's a good chance I progress this threshold session. Maybe not, depends on next Tuesday. That I progress this from 12 times 1K, what I did right now. We're not going up in pace right now. That's one thing you can tune. You can either tune intensity or volume. But we're going to tune is to 8 times 1.5K, which is still 12K, but it's more stimulus. And then to 6 times 2K. And when I nail that, then I'm robust for sure. When I can nail those sets robustly, then I'm for sure ready for, which is February coming, to change that set to a VO2 set. But anyways, enough talking. It was a good set. My day, I can pull it up here, but yeah, I was 17K on the treadmill and it's good. Sub threshold, 176 is my threshold, and I hit max 170 heart rate, even with the heat, and there were people around, and yeah, so, and yeah. Anyways, happy days. Now eating, chilling. My brain doesn't work so well anymore, I noticed. Especially with the counting in later sets, you're like, huh? It's just, yeah, getting tired, but all good, happy, and I hope you guys are well. Checking in with another video soon, and my brain doesn't work. Bye, see you next time.